April 18, 2008. Bangalore. The very first ball of the very first IPL match ever played. And the man facing it was terrified. Brendon McCullum later described sitting in the KKR dressing room looking at Ricky Ponting and Sourav Ganguly thinking, geez, how am I in? How am I going to open the batting when I have got all these gun players here? He was 0 of 8 balls in a T20 match. He had no idea what he was doing. 90 minutes later, cricket had changed forever. Brendon McCullum came from New Zealand, a country where cricket is very much secondary to rugby. He was not well established at international level when he was picked up for that first IPL. His previous 5 T20 innings before that night, 26, 9, 13, 9, and 5. He was in genuinely poor form. And now he was opening the batting on the biggest stage cricket had ever created, with the entire cricket world watching. He described his mental state plainly: I was in no form whatsoever. I didn't know where I was going to get a run from. I was nervous, the build-up, the glitz, the glamour of the IPL, and I was sitting here going, oh my god. We go out, bat first, I am not off 8 in a T20 game. I didn't know which end of the bat to hold. He also admitted being starstruck by KKR's company owner. I was so out of my depth even around the superstars in my cricket team, let alone the megastar who owned it. 0 runs. 8 balls faced. In a T20 match. The pressure was suffocating. And then something shifted. 6 balls into his innings, McCullum had not scored a single run as Praveen Kumar bowled an excellent first over. 4 deliveries later, he had blazed to 18, flicking and pulling Zaheer Khan for 4, then miscuing a flick that soared over third man for the first 6. Zaheer was pulled from the attack. His replacement Ashley Noffke fared even worse. His first ball was so wayward that when it landed within McCullum's reach, the result was a pulled 6 over square leg and another over extra cover. From that moment, it was carnage. Line, length, pace, nothing mattered. Balls disappeared over the boundary with ridiculous frequency. Perhaps the shot of the night was a deft paddle sweep for 6 off Zaheer in the 17th over. He hit 39 off his final 11 balls, including 5 sixes. When the innings ended, 158 not out. 73 balls, 10 fours, 13 sixes. The highest individual score in T20 cricket history at that time. KKR posted 222 for 3. RCB were bowled out for 82. KKR won by 140 runs. In the stands, Shah Rukh Khan was dancing in delight. After the match, Sourav Ganguly came and sat next to McCullum. And he said, Baz, you wouldn't understand this, but your life will never be the same again. McCullum had no idea what he meant. He was still processing what had just happened. He later reflected, that night, my life changed completely in the space of those 3 hours, or actually, even an hour and a half. It changed my family's life forever. What I did that night was something I didn't think I was capable of achieving. How was I even the one given that opportunity? How much luck did I have along the way? Honestly, I don't know. The boy from New Zealand, where rugby is king, where he was an unknown, had just lit the fuse on the biggest cricket tournament in history. Cricinfo's verdict was blunt. It was the innings that changed cricket forever. On the competition's opening night, McCullum's breathtaking 158 not out confirmed that the IPL was not merely a showbiz concept but the future of the sport. That innings remains one of only 5 bigger scores in T20 history. It was not just a cricket moment. It was the proof of concept that millions of people needed to believe the IPL was real. And it came from a man who was sitting in a dressing room an hour earlier, looking at Ponting and Ganguly, wondering why he was even there. In his words, I was like, geez, how am I in? That is the question. And what he did with the answer is why, 17 years later, people still talk about April 18, 2008, as the night everything began. If this one gave you goosebumps, drop a comment. Subscribe if you are new to this series. One franchise, one story, every video. But here's what makes the story even more fascinating, that 158 didn't turn Brendon McCullum into the best player of the tournament. In IPL 2008, he played just 4 matches, scoring 188 runs, with that unbelievable 158 being his highest score. His strike rate? 204.34, insane. But remove that one innings, and the numbers tell a completely different story. And that's exactly what makes this knock so special. It wasn't built over a season. It wasn't about consistency. It was a once-in-a-lifetime explosion. One night where everything clicked, timing, confidence, momentum, all coming together in front of the entire world. And sometimes, that one moment is enough to change everything.